The difference between a Japanese motorcycle that dies at 50,000 miles and one that hits 300,000 miles is almost never the engine. What kills them is the stuff riders forget about, get lazy with, or get flat out lied to about at the dealership. Here are the habits that actually get you there. And this first one is where the lies start. Number 1, stop trusting the factory oil change interval. Every service manual for a Honda CB or Yamaha MT tells you somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000 miles between oil changes. That number is a marketing decision. The manufacturer wants the cost of ownership to look low on paper, so you pick their bike over the competitor. They are not thinking about your engine at 200,000 miles. Here is who was thinking about it. A Suzuki V-Strom 650 owner documented 480,000 miles on the original engine, never rebuilt, using consistent oil changes with conventional oil. A Honda VFR 750 Courier in the United Kingdom put over 800,000 miles across 2 engines, with the second engine lasting over 400,000 miles on regular servicing. Both never stretched intervals beyond what a conservative rider would call responsible. Full synthetic oil with a quality filter, changed at 3,000 to 5,000 miles, is the standard. Anything more, and you are gambling. And the next habit is the one most riders have never even considered. Number 2, check and adjust your valves on schedule, and do not skip it. Most Japanese motorcycle engines use a shim under bucket valve train. If the valve clearances tighten up over time and go unchecked, the valves start riding slightly open during the combustion cycle. Hot combustion gases blow past the valve seat instead of staying contained. The seat erodes. By the time a rider notices anything wrong, the damage is already done, and an engine rebuild is on the table instead of a 45-minute valve check. Most manufacturers specify the first check at 600 miles on a new bike, and then every 12,000 to 16,000 miles after that, depending on the model. The cost of a valve check at a shop runs roughly $200 to $400. The cost of a burned valve seat on a 4-cylinder engine runs $2,000 or more. Every documented 300,000-mile Japanese motorcycle in owner forum records includes consistent maintenance in the service history. Number 3, change your brake fluid every 2 years and never skip it. Brake fluid absorbs moisture from the air through the reservoir cap and through the hose walls over time. That moisture drops the boiling point of the fluid dramatically. Fresh .4 brake fluid boils at 446 degrees Fahrenheit. Contaminated fluid with 3.7% water by weight can boil at under 300 degrees Fahrenheit. On a steep descent or in heavy braking, your lever goes soft exactly when your life depends on it. One rider documented on a major owner forum that their rear brake had failed completely coming down a mountain pass because the fluid had not been changed in several years. The story was buried in the maintenance notes section of the manual and never mentioned at the dealership. A brake fluid flush costs under $30 in materials and takes under an hour of time. The 2-year interval is confirmed by Ducati, BMW, and multiple Japanese manufacturers as the standard recommendation. Do not let anyone tell you this is optional. Number 4, clean and lube your chain every 300 to 600 miles and replace the full set at the right time. A neglected chain does not just wear out. It accelerates wear on both sprockets, and worn sprockets then tear through a new chain in a fraction of its normal lifespan. A well-maintained O-ring or X-ring chain on a Japanese middleweight lasts 15,000 to 30,000 miles. A neglected chain on the same bike can go through sprockets in under 10,000 miles, and it can even damage the swing arm slider if it gets bad enough. Replacing a chain and both sprockets together runs $150 to $300 in parts. Running a worn chain into the sprockets and replacing everything on a seized drivetrain runs significantly more. Lube every ride in the rain and every 300 to 500 miles in normal conditions. Clean with a proper chain cleaner, not a solvent that strips the O-ring lubricant. Always replace chain and both sprockets as a set. Number 5. Flush your coolant on schedule and check your thermostat at the same time. Coolant does not wear out. The corrosion inhibitors inside it do. Over time, degraded inhibitors allow acids to form inside the cooling passages, and those acids attack aluminum quietly from the inside. A Japanese engine block and radiator are both aluminum. The Kawasaki Z1000 service manual specifies coolant replacement every 3 years or 24,000 miles. Most manufacturers land between 2 and 3 years. Every time the system is drained, inspect the thermostat. A thermostat that sticks closed causes the engine to overheat before the temperature gauge even registers the problem. A new thermostat costs under $30 on most Japanese engines. An overheated engine that warps the head costs anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 depending on the model. Flush the coolant on schedule. Replace the thermostat while the system is already open. Number 6. Use manufacturer-specified fluids and stop buying generic. This matters more for the final drive and transmission than anywhere else. Honda dual-clutch transmissions and wet-clutch gearboxes require fluids specifically formulated to preserve clutch friction characteristics. Put the wrong fluid in a Honda automatic dual-clutch transmission, and the clutch packs start shuddering within a few thousand miles. Yamaha and Kawasaki multi-plate wet clutches are similarly sensitive. The JASOMA 2 specification exists specifically for motorcycle wet clutch applications, and it is not the same as a car oil specification even if the weight matches. Automotive oils frequently contain friction modifiers that reduce clutch pack engagement and cause slippage under load. Call the dealership parts counter, give them your year and model, and buy exactly what they specify. For engine oil, the brand matters less than the specification. Any full synthetic from a major brand meeting the correct JASO and API rating and the weight specified in your manual will perform correctly. Number 7. Fix problems the same week they appear. A 300,000-mile Kawasaki KLR owner who documented his bike's full service history online summed up his entire philosophy in one line. He said, "Anytime something sounds different or feels different, it comes apart before it goes back out." Every expensive repair on a Japanese motorcycle in documented owner history started as something cheap that somebody delayed. A failing fuel pump shows up first as occasional hesitation at high demand. Leave it alone, and it fails completely on the highway. Replacement costs $400 to $800 at a shop and requires dropping the tank on most models. A small coolant weep from a hose clamp costs $5 in 15 minutes. Leave it until the level drops enough to cause an overheat event, and the head gasket repair starts at $1,000. The riders who document 300,000 miles are not lucky. They are the ones who treat every small symptom as information about what comes next if they do nothing. The total cost to maintain a Japanese motorcycle to 300,000 miles is a fraction of what most riders expect. Full synthetic oil, chain consumables, brake fluid, coolant, and valve checks over 300,000 miles cost well under $10,000 in materials for the life of the bike. A new middleweight motorcycle in the current market costs from $8,000 to $12,000 off the floor before taxes and fees. The math on keeping the one you have running correctly is not close, it never was.